let's talk Star Wars. What's going on, guys? It's Dan the Man, aka Daniel's son. And the question is, do you see Anakin in Darth, when you see Darth Vader? Let me explain. We all know that Darth Vader is Anakin. And little Annie got arrested over the weekend. But in all seriousness, listen, the prequels were horrible. I think the only saving grace was the third one, but that's not saying much. But Anakin, as we saw with Hayden Christensen, oh my God, it ruined our pretty much perception. It ruined our visual as well of Darth Vader. Now, every time I see Darth Vader, every time I watch the movies, I think of Hayden Christensen. So that's what I want you. That's the question. That's what the question is. When you see Darth Vader in the original trilogy now, or fucking Star Wars Rebels, do you still see Annie? Do you still see Anakin from the prequels? Do you still say, my God, this is Darth Vader and he's a badass, but not too far long ago, he was a whiny little bitch. Do you see that? Did the prequels ruin you so much where every time you see Darth Vader do something badass, you always think Jar Jar? It's hard. Darth Vader in Star Wars Rebels recently was awesome. They really did a great job. He was menacing. He was fucking, his force power was incredible. He should be a little younger. He should be a little bit younger at this point. And you sense, you see Annie, though. You see Anakin. Every time I see Darth Vader, I'm just like, Hayden Christensen's underneath that. And he was a force ghost. It's a bad thing, man. It's really bad. I know a lot of people like the prequels, and that's fine if you do. I just, Star Wars The Phantom Menace isn't all too terrible. It is terrible. But there's some good things about it. I think the worst out of the bunch was, Star Wars Episode 2. The reason I bring this up is because I'm watching this Rebels, I'm watching Darth Vader and just fuck, just Hayden Christensen and George Lucas. I can't think of Darth Vader as just Darth Vader anymore. That menace. I gotta think back to the prequels for some reason. So that's my question to you guys. Do you guys think hey, every time you see Darth Vader now, you just don't, you're excited and you're like, holy shit, this guy's a badass, but then you go, you kind of repress, you kind of, go a little bit down because, you're leveling out. Your high is gone because you're like, fuck, man. Guy was Annie. That's what it is for me. That's what it is for me now. I mean, maybe I'm the only one that feels that way, but overall, Darth Vader still has that long-lasting legacy. I still think the prequels did kind of fuck it up, though. Now what Annie's. They could have done so much more. We've all said it. They could have done an incredible job with Anakin's backstory. The Clone Wars tried, but overall, the films are what matter the most. And it brings you down, man. It brings you down. It's sad to say, but I think, do you see Annie within Darth Vader when every time, he steps on the screen? And I do. I see Annie. See little Annie, get in that bottle, gulp, 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 going pod racing, crash into a few things, highway chase. See little Annie. So thank you guys for listening. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please like and let me know your guys' thoughts. I want to know if you guys feel the same way. Do you see? Did the prequels ruin it really that much for you? But I try to just, get it out of my head, and it goes away in some time. I'm like, okay, this is okay. I had that little flashback of the prequels, but I'm back on board. But it sucks now. It sucks knowing that, hey, it just brings me back to hating Christensen. I don't know why, it just does. So thank you guys for listening. I'm out. Star Wars is that.